In today's video, we're taking a look at this 75mm f1.4 for Sony full frame. Currently shooting this intro on my A7 III by way of tests straight from the get-go. You know that's how we like to do it, but we can't do any focus or focus breathing tests because, well, it's manual focus and it's just very awkward doing this on my own. Anyway, that's that done. Done. Let's get in the studio and look at it up close, and then we can have a good play over the next few weeks and put some thoughts together. You know the routine. Let's crack on. Instruction manual as usual. Bit of padding, flyaway, quality control, silica gel. You know the crack. It's the same as always, which is good. This is a nice, solid, chunky feeling bit of kit. Never a fan of these things. I suppose it keeps the profile down, but yeah. No hood for this, so that could be interesting. 58mm filter, 408 grams weight. It's a nice feel. Let's check out these. It's a nice manual focus ring. From 70 centimeters to infinity. We've got a depth of field scale as well. Decent clicks on the aperture ring, 1.4 to 16. I believe this is printed on. Let's just put it on the A7 III. That slotted in rather interestingly. Yeah. Well, it's in, it's sure, and looks like it's there to stay, rather old school. That's not too bad, is it? 13 diaphragm blades, 6 elements, 6 groups, 31-degree angle of view. What else to say? Need to get out and have some fun with it and see how we feel about it after a good couple of months. Almost 900 test shots later, how do we feel about the build and handling? Well, the lens is very sturdy, it's weighty, balances just fine on my A7 III. Out and about, it's easy enough to work with. The focus ring, fairly heavy, but smooth nonetheless. The aperture ring has relatively decent clicks, and that's about it. Less happily, the lack of lens hood and the choice to use a screw-on lens cap, which is fine if space saving is your ultimate goal, but it's just too slow for me. Overall, a thumbs up for the build and handling, but what about the all-important image quality? Let's kick off the image quality section by saying that the samples in this video should tell the story better than my words, but here goes. Sharpness, poor, wide open, and you've really got to stop down a bit to get good, let's say, and that's about f5.6. Color rendering is okay, contrast lacking a bit. Chromatic aberration very present, as is vignetting. Also ghosting, flare, both an issue, in no small part down to the lacquer hood and the coatings. Bokeh is probably the aspect of the IQ that's most interesting or most appealing here, and yes, dreamy is one word for it. The whole frame though, wide open, generally dreamy, misty, soft, and that could work for some of you. While this is the worst IQ I've tested this year, and I've also just finished testing the best IQ this year, this lens is not a bad choice if your style fits it, especially if you embrace imperfections, character, that vintage look, and all those fun words that are cool these days, I think, still. Yeah, so why not? The lens is going for the princely sum of £197.99 on Amazon at the time of recording. So is it worth splashing out on? Well, yes and no. Yes, if the very imperfect image quality fits your creative style, of course, and no, if it doesn't. It's as simple as that. It's almost a love or hate deal. There's zero spin on this channel, which alas has meant that some companies that we featured heavily in the past are less inclined to send gear now, but it's always going to be honest, and as always your opinion is very welcome, so get in the comments and let us know your thoughts. And it's not all over for 7Artisans by a long shot, because we're going to start testing this 24mm f1.8 very soon, and this is a very exciting lens, a whole different ball game, but you know, it's all good fun.